Hello, everybody, if you're in here. We're going to give it a little bit. We're going to give it a couple seconds. Can I get this tweet out? Guys, if you're just tuning in, hello. What's up? How are you? Monday Night Football. Let's get it. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds. You know what? I need the tags from today. It's really loud. We didn't want that, but we got it. Guys, give me 2 seconds if you're in here. If we got anybody in here. No shot. There we go. Boom. All right. What's up, everybody? What up, Evan? How you doing, man? What's going on, guys? 10 of you in here. Guys, if you could please go ahead and hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. TJ here with DGF. We're going to do a quick stream. Because why not? Let's go ahead and find some, Jesus Christ. Let's go ahead and find some plays for tonight's Monday Night Football game. We have 2 different Monday Night Football games going on tonight. We got the Rams and the Bengals. We also have the Eagles and the Bucks. So lots to cover. A lot of plays. What up, Wap? A lot of value on the board. We're actually starting to see some week 4 value populate, which is pretty cool. Just gonna change one thing, guys. Give me a second. There we go. So much better. All right. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump in and talk about some value. So, like I mentioned, hi, TJ, DGF. No intro today. Just me kind of getting the stream together. We'll stream for probably about a half hour. What up, Ed? Thanks for coming, man. We'll see what we have for value. And let's try to build out some slips over on PrizePicks. So like I mentioned, we're already starting to get some week 4 props, which is really, really cool. Obviously, this early in the week, you're going to start to see these player props just compare themselves to other DFS apps, right? Because the sportsbooks really don't have any lines yet. But obviously, we can see here and on the PrizePicks optimizer here, or the DFS optimizer here at DGF, we're looking at the PrizePicks screen. We can see that Tony Pollard is already up for week 4's over 75.5 rushing yards over on PrizePicks. Is currently being compared to Underdog, which has it set to 82.5. Hi, Sano. You're welcome, Ed. But yeah, it looks like this Tony Pollard play already got bumped up. I think it was at 72.5 right when the lines first dropped. But if you guys are able to, you definitely got some good value in. Now, you guys are going to have to deal with my keyboard because my keyboard fucking sucks, so I apologize. Oni Pollard, there we are. Yep, already bumped up to 75.5 yards, playing the best defense in the NFL and the New England Patriots. I'm a Pats fan, guys. I'm just kidding. They suck. Defense is pretty solid, though. But yeah, already got bumped up. So if you guys were able to secure that 73.5, Wapset actually was at 71.5. That's fantastic if you guys grabbed it at 71.5. Obviously bumped up from 71 to 75.5, but still 7 yards difference between PrizePicks and Underdog. So you do have a middling opportunity there. If you wanted to take the over 75.5 on PrizePicks. Flip around, take the under 82.5 on underdog. But guys, let's try to build a slip for tonight first. Obviously, we do have some of these props for week 4, but let's fixate on tonight. We got a really, really good play here with Higbee over receptions and then A.J. Brown under receptions. So let's start there. We're going to clear this. We're going to add these plays in, and I'm going to talk about them as I add. 24 of you in here, guys. Thank you. If you could, please hit the like button. Greatly appreciate it. So we got Higbee under 3.5 receptions. Or excuse me, over. Not under. Over 3.5 receptions. Now, guys, looks like all of these sports books currently have this listed at 3.5. All of these sports books currently have juice on the over. Some of these have some heavy juice on the over. Barstool at -160 for Higbee to go over 3.5 receptions. We got BetMGM at -160. We have Fliff at -165. And we have HotStreak at -164. So Sano's telling me to refresh. I'm going to refresh. Baker Mayfield. It's a really good play to add. Good call, Sano. Let's add that in. But guys, so you know what? Let's build and then I'll talk about them. Build, then talk, TJ. Shut up. People want plays. Under pass attempts. Okay. A.J. Brown under receptions. I like that. Some good correlation there. Ground and pound game. Let's see what else we can find. Let's just filter by NFL. So Baker for tonight. See that. They just removed Baker? Where'd Baker go? Did we just get ixnayed by Baker? Can we see a correlation Sunday slip? No, okay, we cannot. Not right now. Baker actually, wow. So we guys, we just saw that. That Baker line just adjusted that fast. Unless I missed it. So no, was it at 34.5? That Baker bumped. Okay, they bumped Baker. So I sucked. Either Baker's line adjusted or I was too slow. He was at 34.5. I honestly don't even know. It was at 34.5. Okay, yeah, I missed it. Awesome. Thanks enough. All right, so let's continue. We have Tyler Higbee over 3.5 receptions. We have A.J. Brown under 5.5 receptions. Do we have any other NFL plays for tonight? That's what I want to check. I want to check and see if we have any NFL plays for tonight, specifically. This is a really good play. Ryan Neal under 6.5 tackles plus assists. It's fantastic. Oh, look, he popped up anyways. Under 6.5 tackles plus assists. We need 2 more for tonight. That's a direct comparison to ParlayPlay. Do we have anything else? Anything else for tonight? Joe Burrow under pass completions looks pretty damn good. Do we have any correlation here? Joe Burrow under pass completions. Nothing really else that's standing out for tonight. Let's go back and see if we have anything else to add with this. Maybe some CSGO. Actually, you know what? Let's check the middling tool. Let's give the middling tool a refresh real quick. HotStreak. If you guys missed out on that under 34.5 on PrizePicks, go play it on HotStreak. HotStreak way off. This Kenzie play looks pretty damn good, but it actually looks like HotStreak again is off. Do we have anything where PrizePicks is just completely off? Come on. Come on. Come on. Show me some. Show me some. Okay, we might be able to play that faux play. I already tweeted this Chris play out. Scanning the market, guys. Hang tight. Hang tight. It's a good play for McCown. Tiara McCown under 10 rebounds, 9.5 on UD, 9.5 on HotStreak. That's pretty solid. This is also a good play. Norway over 18 headshots, 19 on UD, 19.5 on underdog. This is a really good play. Selter over 32.5 kills. Okay. Wow, look at this discrepancy. TN1R. Look at the difference between PrizePicks and HotStreak. You guys see that? You guys see that? 31.5 on PrizePicks, 35.5 on HotStreak. That's a really big discrepancy. That's a really good middling opportunity. Let's go ahead and add in McCown. Where was she? McCown under 10 rebounds. That's going to be our last leg. We're going to head over to WNBA. McCown under 10 rebounds. And guys, just like that, I'm going to add this. We have a 5 flex slip over on PrizePicks. Guys, the reason you want to fixate on 5 and 6 flex slips over on PrizePicks, best bang for your buck. We're only looking for minus 119 odds in a 5 flex, minus 118 odds in a 6 flex slip. And again, we get our best return over in that 5 and 6 flex slip on PrizePicks, which roughly equates to in a 5 flex 54.3% fair odds percent, or that's our break-even win rate. That's the percent that we need to hit for all individual props to remain profitable in the long run by playing 5 flex slips over on PrizePicks. So again, that's what we have there with all of these plays. We had AJ Brown currently at a 54.7% chance to stay under. Higbee, 55.3% chance to go over his receptions. We had a Ryan Neal under 6.5 tackles plus assists, 54.5% chance. And again, that slip, guys, is right here. I'll read it one more time. It's Tyler Higbee over 3.5 receptions. AJ Brown under 5.5 receptions. Ryan Neal under 6.5 tackles plus assists. Joe Burrow under 23.5 pass completions. And Tiara McCowan under 10 rebounds. You guys want to tail that? You guys most certainly can. Baker bumped. Correlation slip. Okay, we can't right now. There better be some great value because I'm risking my life for these slips. Okay, Ed, you be careful out there. Ed, you're driving and entering? My God. Any jock market slips. We can definitely get there. Splitting Traffic said, you sound girly, respectfully. Thank you. I guess. Thank you for... I don't understand that. You can just shit on me because you say respectfully? Okay. Ed and his red lights. Ed, I love it. I think AJ is going over. Yeah, Brandon, that's totally fine. If you think AJ Brown is going over, definitely go play it on one of these sports books. I'm telling you, all of these sports books. Pinnacle, minus 155 for AJ Brown to go under 5.5 receptions. DraftKings has it at minus 140 to go under 5.5 receptions. Barstool, minus 165. BetMGM, minus 165. Caesars, minus 166. Bovada, minus 150. So, sure, he can still hit his over, but all of these sports books are currently juicing his under at 5.5. So, I'm going to listen to the data. I'm going to listen to the market. They pour millions and millions and millions of dollars into their systems to actually come up with all of these lines, these data. So I'm just going to go ahead and listen to the sportsbook market here. So yeah, that's what we're doing. What up, Frank? UD correlated slip. Philip, I already gave out 2, so we're not gonna do that. But guys, let's go ahead and check out UD. It's AJ Brown play over on UD looks really good. Let's go over to UD and see what we have. You know what, actually? Let's go back to the middling tool. Guys, let me know where you want to go. Let me know where you want to go. Honestly, we said the same for Jefferson. Would go over touchdowns at one time, but he didn't. So AJ might go under. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, these sports books pour millions and millions of dollars into their models to actually create their lines. So when you're a plus EV bettor, you listen to the market, right? You let the market kind of dictate where you're going to put your money on these DFS apps. So the fact that all of these books currently have them listed to go under with pretty heavy juice, that means we're getting a really good number on PrizePicks, right? The market average right here is set to minus 143. We're getting this at minus 119 in our 5 flex slip on PrizePicks. So if you guys want to be taking this under, definitely do it on PrizePicks. If you guys think he's going to go over, that's awesome. Go play it on one of these sports books. That's the main takeaway here, is that if you do think AJ Brown is going to go over, please don't play it on PrizePicks. Go get him at plus money on one of these books, preferably BetMGM or Caesars, right? So if we take a look at AJ Brown. So if we take a look at AJ Brown here in his receptions, plus 125, plus 125 to go over on Barstool and BetMGM. So if you're going to take the over, definitely go do it on BetMGM. You get it at plus 125 instead of minus 119. If you're throwing it in a 5 flex and you want to take us over on PrizePicks, makes no sense to do so. So these let's go ahead and check out let's check out HotStreak. I want to see these discrepancies. You know what? Let's build a slip on HotStreak. So when I'm building slips on HotStreak, you guys, I really like to use the middling tool here at DGF. And for anybody that's not a DGF member, if you want to get signed up for a fantasy bundle subscription and receive a 7-day free trial, you can go to DGFantasy.com. You can use code TJ when checking out. And again, that will get you 7 days of free access before being charged. That gets you access to our DFS optimizer, our DFS middling tool, and our fantasy source screen. Unfortunately, it does not get you access to our DFS correlation tool that we just came out with. That is a separate subscription. But if you want to take advantage of a 7-day free trial for a fantasy bundle subscription, you can use code TJ when checking out to get a 7-day free trial. But yeah, like, guys, the middling tool is such a powerful tool because it just shows you where the rest of the DFS market is currently listing some of these props. So like this Baker Mayfield play, 33.5 on PrizePicks, 33.5 on Underdog, 33.5 on Jock Market, 35.5 on HotStreak. We saw it at 34. Well, we didn't see it. So no, put it in the chat. But we had him at 34.5 on PrizePicks. We missed it. PrizePicks readjusted their line from 34.5 down to 33.5 to meet the rest of the market. But still, HotStreak currently has this set to 35.5. So we're getting really good bang for our buck if we play this under on HotStreak. And then on top of that, we have some really good CSGO value. Stafford here is one off compared to the rest of the market on HotStreak. This CSGO play, Kenzie, looks really, really good. Currently set to 37 on PrizePicks, 38.5 on UD. And then HotStreak, for whatever reason, has this set to 41.5. Natasha Howard, points, 14.5 on PrizePicks, 14.5 on UD, 14.5 on ParlayPlay, 13.5 on HotStreak. Now, that actually might be one of their plus EV plays that they run. It is. Okay. So that's something you can only $10 max. Still a really good play. But I'm going to add on HotStreak Baker Mayfield under 35.5 pass attempts. And then it was Kenzie under 41.5 kills. If anybody wants to tell me on HotStreak, by all means, I'm going to go ahead and enter this. It's 3.02 times return. It looks like somebody just entered it at 3 times return. This is the slip I'm going to enter. If you guys want to go ahead and hit it, by all means, go ahead. I will wait until I hit enter personally. Torrance gets it. You should always go following the data because it's pretty impossible to beat the sports books. You got it, man. You got it. It's exactly what it is. Thanks, Frank. Frank, missed you this weekend, man. I heard you're soft, though. Guys, 55 of you in here. If you could please hit the like button, greatly appreciate it. Looks like no one's going to be tailing me on this slip. That's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and hit this myself. So I'm going to enter in Baker Mayfield under 35.5 pass attempts. Kenzie was an under. Kenzie under 41.5 kills. And it looks like you guys just bumped the Baker Mayfield line down to 34.5. So again, we just saw that adjust directly in front of us. So it looks like HotStreak is adjusting their line due to the influx of money actually coming in on that Baker Mayfield under 35.5 pass attempts. So that value is still somewhat there. But unfortunately, that 2 difference is now 1. I'm still going to take it. You guys just absolutely bamboozled me here. Baker Mayfield under 34.5 pass attempts. Kenzie under 41.5 kills. You guys saw it. They literally just updated and changed Kenzie's kills to 40.5. And now Baker, did they bump him down to 33.5? Still at 34.5. So I got some value. I know you guys just took it from me, and that's totally okay. But that's what I just entered. All right, let's get off HotStreak, though. Let's go to UD, see what we got. New over for Burrow passing TD now. Really, Jared? On what? On PrizePicks? Is it on HotStreak? Joe Burrow's really banged up. Is he like playing? I know that we're kind of unsure if he's going to be playing or not. We'll have to wait and see. All right. What do we have here? MLB. Yeah, right. Now we can actually create a pretty nice correlated slip here if we want to over on Underdog. Looks like these lines are getting adjusted as we speak, you guys. So this AJ Brown play again, under 5.5 receptions. Now, if we want to correlate this, what we can do is take Mike Evans under fantasy points. So when it comes to fantasy scores with these sports books, they don't actually have a fantasy score market, but most of these sports books have the individual props that actually make up a fantasy score on some of these DFS apps, like in this case, Underdog. So what we'll do here at DGF is take the near even line for all of those individual props that make up the fantasy score on UD, and we will compute what the sports books would actually list that specific fantasy score at if they had the fantasy score market. So if we hit this hyperlink right here on the UD optimizer, it will bring up our fantasy screen, and we will see that it looks like UD is pretty aggressive when comparing back to the sports books and where the sports books would actually list Mike Evans' fantasy point projection at. We got a 2.6 difference based off of the market average. So FanDuel set to 10, DraftKings set to 10, BetMGM set to 10, Caesars 10.1, Bovada 9.8. So that is what all these sports books would list Mike Evans' fantasy score at if they did have a fantasy score market. UD is at 12.55, okay? Sports books are telling us this should be somewhat closer, or it should be right around 10. So we have that 2.6 difference. So we're getting a really good bang for our buck here if we're taking the under 12.55. So that's a really good start to a two-man leg. And after that, guys, this Boros play looks really good. I just want to check it over on the middling tool and see if it pops up. Boros. I know the guy's an absolute tank. Guys, apologies. My keyboard is trash, so bear with me. That I just typed in Boros, and it literally only typed in OS. Who probably knows? I think he plays. I think Joe plays. I think I'll suck it up. They need to win. Again, sorry guys, this sucks. Okay, so yeah, this is a really good play to play on UD. Actually, we're gonna add this. Over 39.5 kills. PrizePicks set to 41.5. HotStreak set to 41.5. UD by themselves 2 kills lower. So let's add that in. Now, guys, when I make these slips, I don't guarantee you that these are gonna hit, but I'm just basing my slips solely off of the market. Now, these might contradict if you're a DGF member and you've played some correlation tools. I mean, if you are a member of the correlation tool and you played some correlation slips, these might be a little counterintuitive, but at the same time, the correlation tools and the correlation slips are different from... Actually, hold on. Let me get this entered first before I keep rambling. I'm going to put this in the chat for anybody that wants it. I gotta learn to shut up and enter my slips before I fucking start rambling, and I know I do that, and I apologize. So yeah, I'm sorry. So there we go. That's the slip right there. And again, yeah, so I created a YouTube video last night for anybody that hasn't seen it yet, and I gave out a correlated slip solely based off of the correlation tool here at DGF. For anybody that is not aware of our correlation tool, here it is. We publicly track all of the correlated slips that we send our correlation subscription members, and what we do is we take the highest combo props together, right, that give us the biggest edge when positively correlating slips on some of these DFS apps that actually allow you to correlate. Some of them obviously have rules against some correlation, but we find the edge here with our correlation slips, and we send these directly out to our correlation tool subscribers directly to their email. Also, they can go to our website, dgfantasy.com/correlation, to actually come on and track all of the slips, enter all the slips this way. So again, this is publicly tracked. Every single slip that we've sent out is here. We're up 139 units. And like right here, we have a Rams and Bengals slip that looks fantastic. That right now would be really good. A 94.3% correlation score, or 94.3% correlation score. So a really good slip. I could hit this drop down, but again, this is for subscribers only to the correlation tool. It's a premium, so I don't want to be giving out free slips. We actually gave out 2 today during our live stream, myself and Dustin. And I did make a video for a correlated slip as well over on UD. But yeah, let's get back to this. Let's go ahead and check out ParlayPlay and see what we got. A lot of unders popping up, you guys. A lot of unders. A lot of unders. Also, I think that Ryan Neal play just completely flipped for tackles plus assists. I think it completely just flipped. Let's check this real quick. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's go to ParlayPlay. See if we can enter a slip. Guys, if you haven't downloaded ParlayPlay yet, use code DGF. 100% match up to your first $100 deposit. Apologize that I don't have any fluidity right now in terms of my stream. I feel like I'm all over the place. It's a lot easier when you're with somebody else, but at the same time, when I don't have my intro set up, it really fucks with me. And, you know, there's a lot going on right now in terms of trying to lock in some really good value. Like, these plays look absolutely fantastic. So let's just go ahead and shut up. Again, TJ, shut up. Just fucking enter the slips. All right. Oof, it's a really good play. That's bad correlation with these. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got to slip, guys. I'm going to ensure this, actually, because it's not a fully correlated slip. Okay. Here we go. ParlayPlay slip. I almost said Antonio Brown. A.J. Brown and Mike Evans under 132.5 receiving yards. Devonta Smith under 5.5 receptions. We got Ryan Neal over 6 tackles plus assists. Chris Godwin under 5.5 receptions. We have Antoine Winfield over 6.5 tackles plus assists. And then we're adding in Randall Greichuk under 1.5 HRR. When you guys go ahead and get that entered, and then we'll talk about it. Oh, shit. I entered too many players from one team. Okay, I have to remove Winfield. That's okay. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to make this a 5 because I really do like the slip. I want to get it in. All right. Anybody wants to tell this ParlayPlay slip? Here you go. Again, that's Antonio Brown. A.J. Brown and Mike Evans under 132.5 receiving yards. Devonta Smith under 5.5 receptions. Ryan Neal over 6 tackles plus assists. Chris Godwin under 5.5 receptions. And then Randall Greichuk under 1.5 HRR. And if we go back to the ParlayPlay optimizer. So this A.J. Brown and Mike Evans play looks to be way too aggressive compared to where the sportsbooks currently have their receiving yards listed. So if we type in A.J. Brown, my keyboard sucks. So if we type in A.J. Brown here, come on. I can't even type. I don't know why this isn't... All right, forget it. I don't know why that's not working, and I don't know why my keyboard sucks. But essentially what we're doing here is I can tell you now that A.J. Brown and Mike Evans, where the sportsbooks currently have it listed at, and where ParlayPlay is giving it to us in a combo, they're way too aggressive with their number of 132.5, so we're taking the under. Directly above that, Devonta Smith. We did just see it before I refreshed. All these sportsbooks have this right around minus 160 on the under 5.5. In our 5-leg insured slip over on ParlayPlay, we're getting each leg at minus 115, which equates to roughly a 53.5% break-even win rate. That's our fair odds percent that we need to remain profitable in the long run. That's what we're looking for, hitting each individual prop at in a 5-leg insured slip at 53.5% of the time. That means if we do that, we'll remain profitable in the long run. We're getting this at 59% for him to go under. That's our fair odds percent. Ryan Neal, we're getting him at 6 tackles plus assists. Sportsbook right now set to 6.5, juiced on the over. So not only are we getting the better number on ParlayPlay, but the sportsbooks have this listed 0.5 higher and juiced on that over. So saying, hey, it's more likely to occur that Ryan Neal goes out and gets more than 6.5 tackles plus assists. And again, we're getting it at 6. We added in this Randall Greichuk play under 1.5 HRR. Really, really good. Minus 160 on DraftKings, minus 160 on BetMGM. Minus 135 on Bovada, minus 170 on Fliff for a market average of minus 156, getting it at 56.4% fair odds percent, average odds of minus 156, like I just said. And again, we're getting that at minus 115 in our 5-leg insured slip. And then last one, we have Chris Godwin, where actually it looks like the sportsbooks all just adjusted their lines down from 5.5 to 4.5. It was just at 5.5 with heavy juice on the under. But again, a 1 reception discrepancy between the sports books and parlay play. So a really good play. Really good slip there, guys. If you want to tail it again, it's right there. I'm assuming a couple of those plays might have bumped. Correlation tool is $199 a month. But as you can see, all plays are publicly tracked. So if you're a $100 unit bettor since 8/18, you would be up almost $14,000. So take it with a grain of salt. It's a premium product, but because we publicly track everything, we're showing you how much it's actually making. So if you guys want to get signed up, you can go to DGFantasy.com. Sign up today. Boom. Another slip. Let's go. There's still some more value here. Let's refresh this. Guys, if you're not on ParlayPlay, I promise you need to be. I promise you need to be. Also, we had some really good positive correlation in that slip. Devonta Smith under with Mike Evans and A.J. Brown under receiving yards, and then Godwin under. So we're hoping for defense and a lot of rushing. That's what we want here. And if that happens, that means Ryan Neal's going to have more opportunities to have more tackles. So really good positive correlation here with all of these plays. And then we just threw in Gradchuk that just had really good odds to go under his 1.5 HRR. I mean, shit, we can probably build out one more slip. Do you guys want to build out one more slip on ParlayPlay, or do we want to check Fliff? Because there was some really good value on Fliff earlier. Yeah, see, this Puka Nacua play is still really good. If you guys haven't hit this Puka Nacua play, I highly suggest doing it on Fliff. They bumped down Devonta Smith's receptions fast. Did they, Torrance? On ParlayPlay they did? Yeah, they did. They bumped him to 5. Okay. Did they bump Neal? Nope. Did they bump Brown and Mike Evans? Nope. Okay. So they did bump Devonta Smith. If you're looking for a replacement, let's see. Joe Mixon under 0.5 rushing touchdowns just popped up. That looks really good. If you want to add that in. Or the Shaquille Barrett play looks pretty good. But we took the over tackles on Ryan Neal. We don't want to take under on Shaquille Barrett. All right, let's head back to Fliff. Guys, if you're on Fliff, disclaimer, we'll get there. Hang on, I just want to talk about this Puka Nacua play. Over 6.5 player receptions. We're currently getting this on Fliff at plus 110. Guys, just look at where the rest of the market is. This was actually at 5.5 last night. It was heavily juiced. It was like minus 160 to go over. We're getting it at plus 110 on Fliff. This is at minus 1. You know what? Let's do this. I don't know why I try. Why do I try to type? It doesn't work. Okay. It's not working. I gotta look into that after this. So, we're getting this at minus 117 on Pinnacle, minus 113 on FanDuel, minus 120 on DraftKings, minus 120 on Barstool, minus 127 on Caesars, minus 130 on BetOnline. That's what all of these sports books currently have this listed at, okay? All with juice on the over. Slight juice, but still. Slight juice on the over of 6.5 receptions. Fliff has it at plus 110. So for you guys that use Pinnacle, or you guys that use FanDuel or DraftKings, two of the more common books, if you're using DK and you're taking the over player receptions on Puka Nacua at 6.5 at minus 120, you're missing out on a lot of money by not taking this over on Fliff at plus 110. It's a 30-cent difference. So, by all means, if you guys haven't downloaded Fliff, you can use code DGFantasy right now. Get signed up. But I would highly suggest playing this on Fliff at plus 110. Also, another really good play is this Tutu Atwell play under 4.5 receptions set to minus 110. FanDuel has this at minus 146 for him to go under. DK minus 140. Caesars minus 157. So, if you want to take Nacua over receptions, Tutu Atwell under receptions, we're just hoping that Matthew Stafford really locks in on Nacua, which is what we've seen over the first 2 weeks, and that Tutu Atwell gets ignored. Maybe you can get a little same game parlay going, but two really good plays there. A couple other really good plays. I mean, Rangers minus 5.5. This is definitely a play you don't want to blow your bankroll on. It's plus 435, so a 21% chance to actually happen. But the sportsbook market, you know, DraftKings has this at plus 358. Caesars at plus 323. And you can get it at Fliff at plus 435. So good bang for your buck there. Sometimes when I'm on the Fliff Opto, I do like to filter by percent odds to hit to see if there's anything around that 54% or, you know, that 50% hit rate. This Oilers play isn't bad. It's preseason hockey. I probably won't dabble. So this Nakua play is good. A Tutu Atwell play I mentioned is good. This play is pretty solid. Bowling Green versus Georgia Tech under 54 points. Minus 110 on Fliff. Pinnacle minus 134. Bet365 minus 125. So yeah, it's good plays there. If you guys have any questions, go ahead, throw them in the chat. Throw them in the chat if you guys have any questions. Oh, it's Joe Burrow play. Let's add this. Let's get this added. Look at this, guys, on HotStreak. Burrow under 258.5 passing yards, minus 120 on HotStreak. It's minus 163 on Pinnacle, minus 165 on Bovada. It's a really good play. So let's go ahead and get that entered. Can't type. I'm just going to scroll down. Joe Burrow under. Did they actually have him at timeout? Oh, wow. It looks like they actually bumped his. He's at 2. Bro, where the fuck did you just go? Holy shit, I can't. I'm going to punch my keyboard in the face. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. It's super inefficient. So it looks like Burrow just disappeared off the Opto. But we did just see what we could have just got it at. I'm going to hang tight now, actually, because it just got removed. I mean, this Jake Elliott under 2.5 extra points made looks really good, too. Minus 116 on HotStreak. Minus 155 on Barstool. Minus 157 on Caesars. So let's add that. Come on, man. So aggravating. So fucking aggravating. There we go. Under 2.5 extra points made. I'm actually going to add in that Burrow play. I just want to check and see where they have. Okay. Guys, I promise you this isn't our website. It's my fucking keyboard. It's my fucking computer. My computer's trash. Like, it's so slow. My computer's... If I was in incognito mode, you guys would see how actually well our site works. Okay, so Burrow currently set to 256.5 on the books with juice on the under. Okay? And on HotStreak, we were going to get it at 259. So I'm still cool with playing this. And we can actually parlay these together. So Jake Elliott under 2.5 extra points made, and Joe Burrow under 259.5 passing yards. They keep moving the Joe Burrow pass. Yeah, I feel like they're a little bit all over the place. Guys, this is 3.4 times multiplier. If anybody wants to tail, go ahead. Give you guys a second to go ahead and add this. Someone just hit it. I love that. Keep going, guys. Because when I throw 100 on it, it's going to shift pretty drastically. And I'll show you guys how quickly HotStreak adjusts. It's like a live market. Someone just hit it really nice. So they just bumped Joe Burrow down from 259.5 to 258.5. You guys can definitely keep playing this. That 1 yard doesn't mean too much. We can definitely play this down to 256.5. All right, I'm going to show you guys what happens when I hit enter. Ready? So, accept changes. Boom. So Joe Burrow, they legitimately just updated Joe Burrow's line from, we just hit that down from 259.5 to 254.5. And then Elliott was at 2.5 extra points. Now it's at 1.78 multiplier. We got it at 1.84. So that didn't move as much as I thought. But that Joe Burrow under passing yards moved pretty drastically. moved pretty drastically. Check out Jock. If you guys haven't played this A.J. Brown under receptions yet, again, Sportsbook's actually just adjusting his line down to 4.5. Heavy juice on the over. Still at 5.5 on multiple DFS apps. Joe Burrow under pass completions also looks fantastic. If you guys are going to build out a slip on Jock Market, you want to stick to 3-man uninsured slips and 5-man insured slips. We've already played this A.J. Brown play under receptions pretty heavily, so I definitely don't want to overexpose any more than I already have. So I'm not going to enter this on Jock, but really good play, under 5.5 receptions. You can pair it with the under 23.5 pass completions for Joe Burrow. Then you can definitely take one of these CSGO plays. The Stinix over 34.5 kills looks great. Right now, UD and ParlayPlay have it set to 36.5. We're getting it at 34.5 on Jock. Sleeper, you got anything for us? Tutu Atwell's close. Damn. Tutu Atwell is close. I always like to check Thrive just to see if they're alive. Always like to check Thrive to see if they are alive. So yeah, guys, we have a lot of fluctuating odds here. Oh, we can build out another slip on ParlayPlay, which is kind of crazy. I mean, on PrizePicks. So if we wanted to build out another slip on PrizePicks, this is the first slip we entered. So that Ryan Neal play, we took the under 6.5 on PrizePicks. We took the over on ParlayPlay. Totally fine with that. But like, if we want to build out one more slip, and I mean, shit, we can make this a whole entire McLaughlin under 1.5 field goals made. We don't even need to filter by anything else besides NFL. We played A.J. Brown, played Higbee, Blankenship. We definitely didn't play. Over 6.5 tackles. Okay. Godwin, we didn't play. Under receptions. Okay. Justin Evans, over tackles. Okay. And Joe Burrow, under pass completions. And again, that just popped up over on HotStreak, but we didn't play it. Or over on Jock Market. So here we go. Another slip on PrizePicks we just banged out. McLaughlin under 1.5 field goals made. Reed Blankenship over 6.5 tackles plus assists. Godwin under 5.5 receptions. We got Justin Evans over 4.5 tackles plus assists. Rounding it out with Joe Burrow under 23.5 pass completions. If anybody wants to enter that. Entering it now. Here we go. Reed Blankenship. Bumped from 6.5 to 7. Now, do you guys understand why this just got bumped? And please, if you don't in the chat, there's 65 of you in here, guys. Thank you. If you could hit the like button, I appreciate it. I'm going to get off here very shortly. But do you guys see why that play just got bumped? Like, do you guys understand why PrizePicks would go and bump that play? It's because they're getting an influx of money on that specific player prop. So people are seeing that the sportsbook lines are adjusting, okay? Because when we first pulled up the optimizer here at DGF, we did not see Reed Blankenship over, okay? He was nowhere on this optimizer. So what's happening is there's some sort of news that's directly affecting Reed Blankenship's player prop market currently. I don't know what it is. Maybe one of the other safeties for the Eagles got ruled out. No idea what it might be. But whatever it is, the sportsbooks are adjusting. Okay? Money coming in on this. Sportsbooks are adjusting. So they're changing his line, moving it, and shifting it more toward his over 6.5 tackles plus assists. But these DFS apps, like PrizePicks, are stale. They're a little bit behind when it comes to actually adjusting their lines. So we're able to take advantage that specific way. And we just saw it there. Reed Blankenship just moved from 6.5 to 7. Sportsbooks are adjusting their lines. The DFS apps are a little bit slow to actually do so. We're able to take advantage. And that is the sole purpose of our optimizer, is to show you guys the most positive expected value player props across the industry for these multiple DFS apps. And the reason it's important to have as many apps as possible is because all of these DFS apps set their lines independently. So just because we can get Reed Blankenship at 6.5 on PrizePicks, now 7, that doesn't mean that's where Underdog's going to have him. Underdog could have him at 4. Underdog could have him at 7. I don't know. They might not even have him on the board. Let's see. They might have him at 7. That's not how you spell Reed. Reed's at 7 already. So, again, they might have already had, Underdog might have already had him at 7 for the last hour. ParlayPlay. Let's see what ParlayPlay's got Reed at. Let's see what ParlayPlay has Reed at. Reed at 7. So it looks like PrizePicks was a little bit behind the 8 ball. A little bit late adjusting to whatever news was coming out. The sports books were bumping up the odds for Reed Blankenship to go over 6.5 tackles plus assists, and they finally just adjusted. So, and as you guys can see, he is no longer at the top of the optimizer because this bad boy refreshes like that. Justin said, could UD have him at 2? What about 3? They could. I mean, that'd be stupid. That'd be fucking dumb of them. Come on. It was just an example. Let me live. But yeah, it'd be really dumb for them to do that, but they definitely could. They could have him at 0.5. They could have him discounted. They could have him at 12. I don't know. But more often than not, they're in the realm. They're in the ballpark. But yeah, a lot of these odds, a lot of these lines are shifting, as you guys can see. It's a really good time to have your ass planted at your computer or your phone, updating a tool like this. And you don't need the DGF optimizer to be a profitable sports bettor. You don't. This is a resource. This is a tool that you guys can use for quick updating player props that will show you the best player props on that specific app. Justin said wild. Okay. Now I'm just getting roasted. I got called a girl earlier. I said my voice is girly. Now I'm getting roasted by Justin. Can't win out here. Can't win. It's okay. All right, guys. I think that's going to go ahead and do it. I got some shit I got to take care of before the games actually start. So we hit 70. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know this was kind of sporadic. 5:30 stream start. A lot of you guys getting home from work, etc. And yeah, I got to get my my intro going because it really throws me off at the beginning when I don't have the intro. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully we hit one of these bad boys. And hope you guys enjoyed 2 Monday Night Football games tonight. I'll catch you guys later.